Hey there, everybody. Don Evans here from WatchReport.com. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Spinnaker Haas model. This is a vintage-inspired piece from Spinnaker. It is a 43mm case, and I wanted to start out with a shot of it on my 7.5-inch wrist to give you a look at it there. Give you a look at the underside of the buckle and clasp. The price on this on the Spinnaker website, their price is in euro, but it's going to be about 500. I want to say about $550 USD, or somewhere around $550 with the conversion. It houses a Miyota 8247 automatic movement. This is a domed mineral crystal. The bezel has a mineral insert as well. You will have 20mm lugs, but the strap flares out a little bit to 24 and then back to 20. We'll discuss that here in a moment. You're looking at a lug to lug of 50mm, and it is 15mm thick. So let me take it off the wrist here, and we will give you a much better look at this watch and try and give you all the points about it. So as I said, you're looking at a 43mm case. It is an automatic movement, but it does have a mineral crystal. And I know for a lot of you watching this video, that is going to be a big no-no. And this is one of those watches where, that I get in for review that I'm really conflicted on. And here's why. I like this watch. I like the look of this watch. I like the dial. I like the design. I like the style. I love the leather strap. So for me, it's like, but then I look at the mineral crystal and I look at the price point, with the Miyota 8247. The reason, I guess, well, one of the reasons that they went with this movement is because you have your sub-second hand there that you see between the 4 or 5 o'clock position, and then you also have your 24-hour time there at your 9 o'clock. So let me give you some close-up looks here at this watch. You can see you have a nice brushed case. There is some polished chamfers here. You see the polished crown. It is a screw-down crown. You can see you have very nice coin edge bezel. You can see that domed mineral crystal. Here's a look at the case back. It is an exhibition case back, which, especially when we're talking Miyota series movements, normally I'm the first guy to say, please just go with a solid case back. I will give some credit here. As you could see, they decorated the rotor here. They skeletonized it. They, colored it blue. They have the etching of the sail there on the crystal. So at least some effort was put in to make this not look so standard and dull as many Miyota series automatic movements look. When you turn it to the side of the case, we have another thing that I know you guys have heard me talk about before, which is branding on the side of the case. I don't like it. This is not as ostentatious as some can be. I just don't think that the branding needs to be there like that. Would look so much cleaner without it. Now let's try and give a look here at this dial, and because of the domed crystal and the lighting here, I hope I can grasp or show you the dial as best as I can. What you're going to see, it's a very black textured dial there. Hope you can get a good look at it right there. You can see it almost looks like black sand. And that is one of my favorite aspects of this watch. I love that dial. I just love it. Personally, I love it. You might be sitting there going, I do not like that at all. Well, I do. But if you don't, that is, of course, no problem at all. The other thing that I like is look at those thick applied markers. Just really gives the dial a lot of dimension. And, you normally don't see markers that thick on a watch dial. And I just like the way that they did it. Now, when we're talking about that, when you're looking at that, you see lots of superluminova applied to those markers in the hands, and you're going to say, oh, that probably glows really well. Well, I'm going to tell you, it glows decently well, but it doesn't last for hours and hours and hours like, say, a Seiko or, a Helson would, depending on, the types of brands of watches that you're familiar with, or let's go ahead and say Rolex. So it's not that going to be that all-lasting night lume. But let's give you a look at it here. I'm going to turn off my cameras, turn off the lights. We'll be right back here, and I'll give you a look at the lume. Hey there, everybody. I have my lights off here, and I charged this up, and unfortunately, it's just not complete darkness, but here is a look at the lume charged. It is much better in complete darkness. Unfortunately, it's just sunny here today, and all the sun is coming in. I can't get this to, really show up dark, if you will. But hopefully you can get an idea of what the lume looks like. As always, check out the full review on watchreport.com, and I have some unedited lume shots. As I said, it isn't the most mind-blowing lume, but it does work, pretty well. So let me turn my lights back on here, and we'll continue on with the review. Hey there, everybody. We're back here. As I said, I hope, I did the best I could with the lume shot here. As I said, it's very light out, and the lume itself is not the strongest, brightest lume, where usually my camera will pick it up even in that type of setting. But I did want to show it to you. Another thing I want to talk about is this leather strap. This has got to be one of the nicest leather straps I think I've ever worn. And it's weird to say that only because I've had custom leather straps that were, $200 and some dollars. It's a waterproof black leather strap. And if you are familiar with Sin or Damasco watches, you've probably seen this style of strap before, where it, tapers, at the lugs, gets a little wider, comes out. And it has this unique little feature on it that when you have this buckled, this is actually resting against your skin, so the buckle isn't resting against your skin. It makes it fit better on your wrist. It makes it more comfortable. The strap, as you can see, is not overly thick, but it's just made very well. I've been wearing this for about 2 weeks now, and really have not done much damage to it. You can see a little crease in it there. Fantastic leather strap, so I'm not going to take that away from them in any way, shape, or form. The bezel action on this is a little rough, and not in as far as it's gritty or it's rough. It's just a little hard to turn. As you can see, it is getting a little bit better. There is no play in the bezel at all whatsoever, which in my opinion is a bonus. And I've always said I'd rather have a bezel that's a little harder to turn than, super easy spinning around the dial. It is a screw down crown, as I said. Okay. When we do this, there's a little bit of wobble there, but not a whole lot in my opinion. I mean, it's not like it's loose feeling to me. And crown setting action here is pretty good. So, hopefully you're still watching the video, and, I didn't mention this in the beginning of the video on purpose, but Spinnaker Watches reached out to us here at Watch Report. They have offered a discount code for our viewers of our reviews here. So the code is 40% off. The code is Watch Report. So if you go to the Spinnaker Watches website, you can enter in that code actually for any watch, not this Haas model, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, does come in this black dial, and there's also a white dial and an orange dial variant. But apparently it works on all models that are on the Spinnaker.com website. It's SpinnakerWatches.com is the website. Enter code Watch Report at checkout, you'll get 40% off. So that brings this watch down to somewhere around $330 or so. At $559, I got to be honest, I feel it is overpriced. At 330 some dollars, I think it's a much better value. It still may be overpriced for you. It still might not be, that great. And hey, I'm not here to sell the watch to you. If you like the watch, great. If you don't, that's no problem at all. That is your opinion, and there's no problem with that whatsoever. But I did try and point out all the aspects of the watch here. Of course, go to the full review at watchreport.com, and you'll be able to see my updated thoughts and comments on it. As I said, it was a conflicting review for me. I really do like this watch a lot. I like the look. I like the feel of it. I do wish some aspects were upgraded a little bit, especially I could deal with the Miyota 8247 movement. I wish that the watch had a sapphire crystal, especially at this price point. But at 300 and some dollars, makes it a much better value for me personally. As I said, use code WatchReport if you are interested in this watch or any others on the Spinnaker Watches website. Leave a like or a comment here on YouTube. As always, please be respectful. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are not. You will never miss another review. Follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter and Instagram. You'll keep up with us and what we post there daily. It's been a look at the Spinnaker Haas model. This has been Don Evans for WatchReport.com. Thank you very much. I'll check you guys out on the next video.